The room fell silent as Charlie Chaplin stepped onto the stage, every eye drawn to the calm authority in his gaze. Whispers rippled through the crowd, a mix of awe and anticipation, as if the air itself knew something extraordinary was about to unfold. His face, lined with experience, carried a quiet power, a lifetime of unspoken truths. The narrator's voice broke through the tension. He knew secrets the world never saw, and today you'll discover 3 truths he always hid. A shiver ran through the audience. The next revelation would challenge everything you thought you knew about wisdom, and no one would be prepared. In a world obsessed with image and instant judgment, every word is weighed, every gesture dissected. Public figures flaunt their lives, seeking applause, yet their arrogance blinds them to deeper truths. Charlie Chaplin moved differently. His wisdom was silent, measured, hidden beneath a mask of humor. While others shouted to be seen, he let actions speak where words failed. The crowd sensed the tension. Could restraint be more powerful than spectacle? What he chose to conceal carried more weight than their empty declarations. And just as the audience leaned in, the first of his 3 hidden truths hovered on the edge, ready to change everything. The world celebrated those who shouted the loudest, who displayed every success and flaw for applause. Arrogance reigned and society demanded exposure, leaving little room for quiet reflection. Against this backdrop, Charlie Chaplin stood apart, a hero of subtlety, whose strength lay in what he chose not to reveal. Every glance, every pause, hinted at wisdom far deeper than the spectacle around him. While the crowd chased vanity, he nurtured insight in silence. And as murmurs spread, the tension grew. But what he hid next would shock even those who thought they knew him, challenging the very way the world measured brilliance and courage. Everywhere, faces glowed with carefully curated perfection, smiles plastered for cameras, words crafted for likes and approval. Society had become a stage where vanity ruled and reputation was currency. Those who bragged the loudest, who flaunted achievements, believed confidence alone could mask emptiness. Yet behind every boast was a hollow echo, a craving for validation that never satisfied. In the chaos of exposure and applause, the contrast grew sharper. And then, amid the clamor and the false bravado, one man's silence spoke louder than their words, a quiet defiance that hinted at truths far deeper than anyone dared imagine. Born into hardship, Charlie Chaplin knew hunger and loss before most could even imagine. Streets replaced playgrounds, and early trauma shaped a resilience few could comprehend. Each stumble, each rejection forged humility and a quiet wisdom that would later define him. On stage, he wore a mask of humor, yet behind it lay decades of sacrifice, silent battles, and unspoken lessons. The crowd, unaware of the depth beneath the bowler hat and cane, felt only charm and laughter. And in those silent moments, away from applause and spotlight, he realized 3 truths no one else could see. Truths that would forever shape the way he moved through the world. Behind the laughter and applause, Chaplin carried fears no audience could see. Fear of failure, of letting down those who believed in him, of a world too harsh for gentle souls. On stage, he dazzled, every gesture perfect, every smile effortless. Yet in the quiet of empty dressing rooms, he wrestled with doubt, uncertainty, and the weight of expectation. It was in these private battles that his true strength was forged, a courage hidden beneath the surface for all to admire but never touch. If you think knowing his fears is enough, the second truth will shatter your expectations. While the world applauded his humor, Chaplin's intentions ran deeper than entertainment. Every joke, every pratfall was carefully crafted to reveal the humanity often ignored, the struggles, the injustices, the silent pain of ordinary people. Fame was never his goal. Recognition was a byproduct, a means to shine light on truths others overlooked. The crowd saw a comedian, a master of timing, but few glimpsed the moral purpose driving every performance. His inner reality contrasted sharply with public perception, a quiet mission hidden beneath laughter. And yet, the third secret, the one he carried even from himself, was the most powerful of all. Chaplin's deepest secret was neither fear nor intention. It was the boundless empathy he carried, the capacity to forgive even those who wronged him. In silent gestures, he offered kindness, supported the downtrodden, and faced cruelty with unwavering dignity. No headline, no applause recorded these acts. They lived only in the lives he touched. Through humility and quiet resilience, he showed that true strength lies in compassion, that dignity outweighs arrogance, and that deeds matter more than words. The world may never know his secrets, but you can carry this wisdom forward, letting silence speak where noise would fail. News feeds buzzed with disbelief and admiration. Hashtags praising Chaplin's hidden wisdom trending worldwide. Memes captured his quiet strength, tweets celebrated his empathy, and video clips of his silent acts spread like wildfire. Celebrities, commentators, and even politicians paused, reflecting on lessons rarely spoken but profoundly felt. The audience, once mere spectators, now felt connected to a movement of thought, a recognition that true impact often comes from restraint and compassion. Conversations ignited, debates shifted, and the ripple of his influence grew. And as whispers turned to waves, a quiet revolution of thought began, challenging the world to value depth over spectacle and substance over noise. Charlie Chaplin's hidden truths were not just personal, they were universal. Wisdom resides in restraint. Dignity thrives in humility, and true strength often whispers in silence. Every act, every concealed fear, every quiet gesture of empathy became a lesson for the world. Greatness is measured not by what is shown, but by what is carried within. For you watching now, what you choose to hide can define the courage you carry, shaping the impact you leave behind. His life reminds us that restraint can be revolutionary, and that the quiet choices we make often echo louder than the loudest applause. Charlie Chaplin taught us that the most profound truths often remain unseen: his fears, his intentions, and his unwavering empathy. These three hidden things reveal a life guided by wisdom, humility, and silent strength. As you reflect on his lessons, consider the power in what you choose to keep private and how it shapes your courage and character. Share your thoughts, stories, and insights in the comments. Let this conversation grow, and subscribe to join a community that values depth over spectacle. Carry Chaplin's wisdom forward, and let silence and dignity lead the way.